Hello. Imagine a public education system where schools receive more funding, more resources, and more opportunities simply because of competition, while others lose students, funding, and support. This is one of the concerns raised by critics of school choice. Today, my topic is opposition to school choice policies and why expanding school choice can actually create more inequality in education rather than reduce it. In this speech, I will explain the problems with school choice, the causes of these problems, and why many critics believe these policies may negatively impact public education systems. One major problem with school choice is that it can increase inequality between schools. When families are able to leave their assigned public schools, higher performing or higher income students often move first, leaving behind students in under-resourced schools. This can make struggling students even weaker over time. Another problem is that school choice can lead to funding loss for public schools because many public schools are funded based on enrollment. When students leave the school loses money. This can result in fewer teachers, larger class sizes, and fewer academic programs for the student who remain. A third problem is that school choice can create uneven accountability and oversight. Some charter or private institutions receiving public funding may not always be held to the same standards as traditional public schools, which can lead to inconsistent educational quality. These problems do not happen randomly. They are connected to how school choice systems are structured. One cause is funding tied to student enrollment when money follows the student instead of the school system as a whole. Schools with fewer students automatically lose resources, even if their needs remain the same or increase. Another cause is selective enrollment and students' mobility. Families with more resources, transportation, or information are more likely to take advantage of school choice programs, which can concentrate disadvantage in certain schools. A third cause is a lack of consistent regulation across school types. Charter schools and private schools receiving public funds may operate under different rules. Quality and accountability across the system. Because of these structural issues, critics argue that school choice does not solve educational inequality and may worsen it. Critics argue that instead of expanding school choice, government should focus on strengthening public schools directly. This includes increasing funds, improving teacher support, and reducing class size in under-resourced areas. Another concern is that school choice policies may reduce long-term investment in public education systems, which serve the majority of students. If too many resources are diverted away, the public system itself may weaken. Finally, critics suggest that equalizing funding across districts and improving neighborhood schools would be more stable and fair solution than expanding competitive school markets. In conclusion, while school choice is often presented as a way to improve education, critics argue that it can create greater inequality and weaken public schools. Today, I discussed the problems of increased inequality, funding loss, and inconsistent accountability. I also explained how funding structures selective participation and differences contribute to these issues. As we return to the beginning, a system designed to give families more choice may unintentionally leave many students with fewer opportunities.